A good friend of mine, Doug Samuelson, that I met a long time ago at SCI, invited me to come to the Wyoming Women's Antelope Hunt this year. I'm so excited. We get on the plane to fly to Billings, Montana, and it is dumping snow. I have to say, the flight into Billings was a little bit hairy. I was super nervous.
Come to Wyoming, they said. It'll be fun. They said.
The hunt itself is actually in Buffalo, Wyoming. So we rented this rent-a-car that had super slick tires, and Jay, who is my camera guy for this trip, scared the heck out of me driving on slick roads with these bald tires.
Blue Collar Adventures, proudly sponsored by Low T Center, reinventing men's healthcare.
We're headed to Wyoming to the Wyoming Women's Antelope Hunt. I'm really excited to meet some other awesome ladies that share the same passion as I do. And hopefully my driver will get us there on the roads.
White knuckling it.
We roll into the ranch and it is gorgeous. There's a huge tent, awesome cabins. I think I could get used to staying here. I go into the house to get registered and I sit on the couch by this girl and we totally hit it off. It made it worth the trip right off the bat to make a new friend.
Commands, line's hot, ceasefire. If there's any kind of an issue at any one of the stages by any one of you, or if you feel comfortable at any time, just say ceasefire, put your hands up, and that's we just all stop what we're doing at that moment and wait.
For women to have a chance to be together and to help each other, that's what makes this whole organization so special. The first night, we have this amazing dinner and we get to find out who that we've been partnered with. And lo and behold, I find out I'm partnered with the first friend I made on the couch this morning. Along with that, we meet our guide, Mike, who is apparently a legend here in Buffalo. And it looks like the weather's gonna warm up, so maybe tomorrow we're gonna have a good hunt.
Blue Collar Adventures, proudly sponsored by Cinnamon Creek Archery, Spot Hog, Matthews, Vortex, The Force Synoptics, Traeger Wood Pellet Grills, Pinnacle Hunting Supplies.
Like I've hunted my whole life, and to be asked to be a mentor and to have somebody at my side that has never hunted a big game animal before, and for me to be in charge of this experience for them, I have to say I'm a little bit nervous. I just want her to have the most amazing time and see what I love about hunting. There's nothing more exciting than the first morning of your hunt, but today I'm going to leave my rifle in the truck and let Melissa start off first.
Are you sweating?
A little bit.
Standing.
Got our special guest over here.
I had to wait until the...
The great thing about Wyoming is all the land is donated by landowners for us to hunt on. Wyoming's a pretty amazing state. For 50 women to be able to come out here and hunt, not very many states could pull this off. There's some standing, or are they standing right there? They're having the camera.
Right by the H brace that's coming across there's the fence.
Oh, okay.
Cute little
I got
guys.
it.
Two, right?
Yeah.
I'm scared to death. I'm not sure if we're going to survive this trip. In fact, we're going to die.
5 times. We're gonna die 5 times.
We're going to die like 5 times, but I'm kind of catty. I got 4 left.
You ready?
Yeah.
So we're riding around, the wind's blowing, all the antelope are laying low. We decide that we better go to town and get a cup of coffee, and it just happens that our guide owns a coffee shop. We're at this awesome coffee shop. We had to take a little break. We had to come here to get some coffee so it would give us some good luck. Since our guide actually owns the coffee shop, I think he's kind of kissing up for not seeing any antelope by bringing us here to get some coffee.
This is hardcore.
We have the opportunity to hunt multiple ranches. We decide to go to this one place and we see a group in the bottom and there are 2 shooter bucks. Our awesome guide spotted this antelope over this ridge. We spotted him from the other side, and we drove around. The wind was wrong to come in from the bottom, so we drove around, and we're gonna try to hike up this hill and look over these rocks and see if we can get around and get a shot. It's super cold. It's a beautiful day though.
Blue Collar Adventures, proudly sponsored by Low T Center, reinventing men's healthcare. Wilderness Athlete, fuel for the rugged. Kuiu, ultralight hunting. 40 Fit Radio, Psionics, digital night vision. The best of the West shooting system.
They're in a great spot in the bottom of the jaw. This might be Melissa's chance. So the wind is still blowing, so we have to go around and get up above them so they can't smell us. We've got the best guy in the country, and he tells me, he's like, you girls go up there and get it done yourself. So at this point, I'm feeling pretty pressured, but I just want this to be an amazing experience for Melissa. It's her first big hunt, and everything's riding on my shoulders.
Okay, have you? Or is it too late? No, it's okay. Sometimes I do see things. These things I didn't know.
have a great opportunity to take a shot on an antelope that has no idea that we're even there. I have my Vortex rangefinder. I'm trying to keep the range, making sure the wind's right. I just want everything to go smoothly for her. I get my pack, we go to get her up on the gun, and there's brush in her scope. She can't see the buck, so we have to creep closer. Finally, she tells me she's gonna take him. She squeezes off, boom.
Dead antelope. Yes, ma'am.
Just seeing her emotions and how it affected her, it just reminded me of when I hunted with my dad and the first time I shot my first mule deer buck, and just to be able to experience that with her and be that first person there with her on something so special, it's just such an honor. And I just feel so blessed to be able to be here and be a mentor for her and to help show other girls, you know, the value of hunting and conservation, and to get out here and experience it.
What a guide.
We take animals out to keep the herds healthy. Without hunting, the population wouldn't stay healthy. So Melissa not only provided meat for her family, she also helped this antelope population.
They knew something was up. They were looking at that.
Melissa just became a hunter. And part of the process is going and putting her hands on her animal. Heart shape.
Did you break your horn?
It's just hair.
So I had been wanting to try hunting, but I have no experience, and so I'm so glad that I got hooked up with the Wyoming women's antelope hunt. But I was nervous. I mean, I haven't shot a rifle before, so I did that yesterday. I really don't know much about hunting, but I got trained with everything, and then I had an amazing guide, an amazing mentor, and I felt really confident about this shot, but I was still so nervous, and I wanted to make sure that it was just a one-time thing, like, you know, one shot. So I was just praying it was just gonna be one shot, and I'm so glad that it was. So it was still emotional. I was very nervous, but you know what actually calmed my nerves was not seeing antelope for a while. Like, we didn't see anything for a while. I mean, deer, we saw deer, but it kind of gave me a chance to calm down because I was definitely nervous and excited. But I just got more excited the closer we got to finding a herd and picking out the right one and really talking about how we were going to get there and set up a shot. So it was cool. It was a cool experience. Get to do this all alongside a woman who is an amazing hunter, and we just met, but we knew right away that things clicked, and so I just felt like I could really trust her, and she held my hand through the whole process and was so kind about everything and gave me as much time as I wanted and was really reassuring. And it just made me feel even more confident that I could do this. And I feel like she's as big a part of the accomplishment as anything. I'm just so glad she's here with me. This program is so unique. I mean, last night was amazing. There are so many amazing guides that are a part of the program. There's so many amazing landowners that make this happen for 7 years now, and it really is such a gift to all the women who are able to come and be a part of it. Our guide is awesome, and I knew I would like him right away. He's so funny. And obviously knows this area really well and has a lot of respect for the animals that we're hunting, which is a beautiful thing to come into right away and have those ethics introduced to you right away. And the community, I mean, the alumni community of this program is amazing, and I'm excited to now be a part of that and get to stay in touch with all these amazing people that I met.
And Mike wanted Jay and I to go out and just try to put a couple stock on some bucks. Saw a few bucks, we tried to get a stalk on them, but the wind was wrong. Some of the does saw us. It just wasn't working out, so we were gonna head back to camp. On the way back, we see this buck, and I think, well, maybe, this is my last chance. I'll try to put a stalk on this guy. I'm feeling a little bit of pressure. I'm the mentor. So I want to make a good shot. Melissa's watching me, my guide's watching me. I just want to make everything go smoothly. I get down on my gun, I dial my best to the west, I have Jay ranging for me, and he's the camera guy this time, and I just have to breathe.
I'm on him. Yeah.
It's a new experience for me too. Every time I go out there, every time I'm in the field, you're always learning. You can never quit learning. And I've learned some things from her too, and I will always cherish this hunt. It'll be very memorable to me, for sure. Being here with Melissa today, it's just something I'm always gonna remember. Just to be there to feel your emotions, your first big game animal is just really emotional for me. Like, I've hunted tons of places, but today just felt really special to me. And for you to get, emotional, and I still get emotional when I hunt too. But they're beautiful animals, and it's awesome to bring home meat, and just to be able to experience this with you it's just been an awesome day. I'll never forget.
Same. I'm gonna cry again. It's so fascinating to watch someone who really knows what they're doing and is
sometimes.
It gives me it's kind of like watching an older sister of like, oh, I want to be able to do that someday. So it's really cool watching her just know how to handle everything and know what she's looking at, knowing what she's doing. And it was exciting. I mean, I was as excited for her as I was this morning. So I was excited that we both got to fill our tags today, and I got to see it.
I think all women need to be a part of a program like this. It's empowering for us as women to work as a team and be a part of conservation.
Good job.
And thanks to my cameraman. And that is what the Wyoming Women's Antelope Hunt is all about. I couldn't believe all the activities they had here, from tying flies to fly fishing to shooting skeet and learning how to process your meat. I mean, they thought of everything. It's just a great opportunity to meet other women that share the same passions that I do about the outdoors and hunting. And to be able to be a part of it, I'm just honored to be asked to come here. And I look forward to hopefully coming back in the future.
Alyssa Cassett, Annie Oakley. Crystal Gibson, Annie Oakley.
Usually, I am the woman in man camp. Jay was really nervous about coming here and being part of the woman camp, but he seemed to blend in pretty good. I think he kind of enjoyed all the women around him there at the dinner table. And he was a little bit giddy to meet the governor of Wyoming.